Welcome to Jezebelle Trinity podcast. I am your host, Trinity Stella, and I welcome you guys. Thank you for joining me this evening. I am a little bit early. I do have something to do at 7, so I apologize for my miscommunication and my schedule. But so I had put that I wanted to share or discuss transformational healing and why. So let me start off by why would anybody want to seek transformational healing? Why? I mean, what's the purpose of it? Why would you want to seek out healing in the first place? And I guess if if you're sick of it, are you sick of being angry all the time? Are you sick of people, places, and things affecting you and how you feel? Are you sick of allowing the people, places, and things affect how you feel, react, and how you behave? Are you overwhelmed with worry? Are you overwhelmed with um, world events? So, transformational healing is turning your tools of survival into tools that transform who you are and how you move in within the world. So, how do you do that? How do we transform ourselves? Well, one, you have to honor the process. It's not gonna happen in a straight schedule. You don't measure your growth by how fast it happens. You measure it by how deeply it's rooted in you. Give yourself grace to move at your own pace, to move at your own healing pace, because it's taken a long time to get to where you're at. And your survival tools have helped you. Have helped you get to where you're at today. But you are seeking change. You want change in your life. You want to see things through a different perspective. And how do we do that? And that's part of the work. Part of it's sacred work because it's becoming more aware of yourself. So two, create sacred space for reflection. You have to have a safe space for yourself to reflect, to open up these wounds from the past that keep affecting you today. So how do you do that? How do you create a sacred space? You do your journaling, you pray, meditate, or just sitting in silence. And meditating, I remember that I was supposed to meditate last night. I said I was going to meditate during the show for a few minutes with together so that we could connect, because I feel like when we meditate and we're in quiet space together, we can connect and share our emotions, our thoughts, our good, and if we're in a good place of love and trust and honesty, we can connect that to each other, and it flows between each other, each of us. Just like when you're out and about and you're in a good mood and you happen to run into somebody who's just having a not so good day and they're negative and it's nothing good. That kind of energy attaches to you and can affect how your day goes. That's what I'm saying, that is because you can also transfer good energy, good vibes to one another, and even if you feel like you're the only person in the room that has a good light, a good soul, a good attitude and you're in a room full of people who are just negative and crabby and angry, they can draw off your positive energy. You know, it just takes one person to change a whole room. And reflecting in a safe space where you can comfortably think of the day, like journaling at night. Um, I like to journal at night because then that gives me a chance to reflect on my day, of how I went through my day. You know, like how I woke up. Was I tired when I woke up? How did I feel when I had to do my dishes, get ready? How was I feeling then? And then mark any positive changes that happened and negative, you know, like say I wrecked on my bike, you know, and that kind of just threw my day all to heck. And journaling how I reacted afterward. How did I handle that situation? Was I angry? Did it ruin my whole day? Did it ruin my whole world? Because I specifically remember when things that would happen in my life that, you know, like locking my keys in the car. I did that twice in 1 week, and oh my God, my whole world ended. Everything was just, my whole world was crumbling because of that, because of me locking my keys in the car. And I didn't like being like that, but I wasn't aware of it at the time. It was just normal. Chaos was normal for me. And if I didn't have chaos and drama, I'd create it. So, reflecting on how far you've come as far as thoughts, your spirit, behaviors, and responding. Um, 3, practice integrating your new tools every day, every chance you get. Use them. Don't just collect these new tools, use them. Apply what you've learned in real moments of stress, conflict, or self doubt. You know, like when you're in a self doubt, use those tools of good self talk and say, I'm human, I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and the only thing that I can do is move forward there. And, you know, keep practicing that good self talk. You know, when you catch yourself saying, oh, I'm a piece of crap, I'm a loser, or I'm fat, I'm ugly, you know, when you catch yourself having that negative self talk, use your tools of telling yourself that you're a good person, that you don't deserve to be talked like that. I mean, if somebody was talking to you like that, how would you make that feel? Or how would that person be making you feel? Or how would that person feel if you were talking to your best friend like that? Oh, you're a loser, you're never going to make it, you know? So use those tools. Don't just collect them, have them collect dust, because then you forget about them. Apply what you've learned. Transformation sticks when your healing shows up in action, not just thought. So when you're thinking of these tools, put them to action. And it will be uncomfortable, and people will probably judge you, but empower yourself. You know, if you are like how I was, and be like, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm doing this for me, and I don't care what this person thinks or what their opinions of me is, because what in the end, it's just me and the way I lived, how I chose to live, my choices, your choices. It's you and your life, your choices. So those are the three tips to transformation. Like I said, why would you seek transformation? Is because you're sick of it. Are you sick of being angry? Are you sick of not being happy? Are you sick of not being able to receive love? Are you sick of just whatever? Are you just sick of it? What can you do? And this is the start, is practicing your new tools. This is the start of your transformation, transformational healing. It doesn't all happen in a day. It happens as progress. It's progress rather than perfection. And it doesn't happen like fast, depending on how deeply rooted your trauma is or that cycle is that you're in. The healing will start healing it. Like I said, it doesn't happen in a straight line and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it in here when it starts happening, like a little light, like a little spark. So I just wanted to take a quick check in, and I appreciate you guys for walking with me and my unstable schedule. I'm still figuring it out. So just a few questions to leave you with this evening to think about, to ponder on, reflect on. What would it look like to turn one of your deepest wounds into a source of wisdom? Think about something that hurts you, that causes you pain, that just, you don't want to think about it because it hurts or makes you angry. And how would that feel, turning that wound into a source of wisdom? How can you get the lesson from it? Wisdom is lessons learned. And another question I wanted to leave you with is, if you could pass one piece of healing to the next generation, to your children and your children's children, what would it be? What piece of healing wisdom would you love to pass on to your children? And work on it. Think about it. Think real hard about what you'd like to pass on to your children, because if we can pass on trauma through generations, bloodlines, and pain and hurt, we can also pass on healing tools, thriving tools to our children, the ones that will come after us. All right, guys. All right, miigwech for walking with me. I will see you tomorrow night at 7. I want to say 7. Yes, 7. 7. Miigwech, I love you all. Peace, love, 100% respect. And I will see you tomorrow night. And I appreciate your time, because we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are coming together. We are rising together outside of the system. We are finding our own way, and we are supporting one another. It's like falling off ship, and this is how I picture it: falling off the ship and making it to the shore, but having to watch all the people along the way, not make it. But the ones that are making it, we recognize one another. We see you. We see each other. And I see you. All right, guys. Gigawabamin. That means see you later, no Ojibwe. We do not say goodbye. So Gigawababin, and I'll catch you tomorrow, Thursday. Oh, yes. Happy October. All right. Fall time. Halloween's coming. We made it. And happy October. All right, guys. Love you. Have a good night. Be safe. Be kind. Be respectful, and show some compassion, because we all are going through something. We all are going through something that only you and your maker know. And that's your own business. That's nobody else's business, because who knows why we decide to do the choices that we make, or we choose the choices that we do. All right. Have a good night, guys. Love you.